All right. I think everything that I'm wanting to see is in, or wanting y'all to see is in frame here. Blind guy garage again. This motor's leaking oil somewhere, and it's really hard to tell because it's already leaked it out everywhere, all over, like front to back, side to side. There's probably a song about that. So what I found that was suggested by someone I talked to once upon a yester is this stuff. It works pretty good. Now, shown in another video washing a mower. I don't know if I got to post that. I don't think I have. So anyway, this stuff will clean all the oil off. It'll literally start melting, but it foams up. And as it foams up, it burns your lungs. It burns your eyes. It makes you hate life if you breathe this crap in. So don't breathe it in. But if you get the stuff that's not toxic and it doesn't do all of that, it doesn't really work. So it's like, what's the point of making the other stuff? And this crap's like $10. I mean, $1. $1. And if you learn how to use it conservatively, it'll last a pretty good long time. So. So, almost got it. Almost breathed some in. I'm standing almost behind the camera because it'll burn the whiskers out of your nose for sure. So we're gonna let that eat for a minute. I also got to work on the wheel on this machine. Then I have another machine I got just a governor on. Old flathead Briggs, 12 or 13 horsepower. But that stuff works pretty quick. This is not going to be a very long video. I can turn this off and go to another mower here in a minute, but I'm going to let that work. Another thing is I had an oil spill from another video, and it's slick. So I decided to make it even more slick and put 2 big squirts of Dawn dish liquid down over here. So this video may end up having me bust my butt. I don't know. I'll still post it though. And I'm over here to get the water hose, because I don't like cleaning mowers or anything, but the more you can get done with the least amount of work is the best way, I think, of doing things. Alright, it sounded like she had problems. Alright, we got it. So yeah, let me see what this soap does. It usually gets the oil up. It just has to sit and percolate for a while and marinate in it. Oh yeah, we got some soap suds on the ground now. Wash it all uphill for a minute. This is just trying to get this stuff taken, like it'll sit here and work for a minute too while I'm getting ready to spray off the engine. The engine. Alright, here comes the. See, it started kind of busting all the bubbles and stuff, so this stuff works really good. And then, like I said, this ain't unusually high water pressure or nothing like that. But wherever it's leaking, it's below the starter, but I'm thinking it's probably the dip stick tube. The dip and sticking tube is a very common leak problem on all small engines. They have a little O-ring around them typically, and that gets dried out and hard and cracks. And then it begins to leak. the same thing for the drain tube. Some of them are pipe thread. A lot of them are actually. Most of them. But some of them have an O-ring. Kawasaki's tend to like to use an O-ring. But like already, that little bit you saw me do, there's virtually no oil left there. So now, yeah, so it's like nothing. But a lot of times on these Briggs, this is Briggs and Stratton, Intech, V-Twin, 20, I don't know, 20 something, it don't really matter. They're all about the same. I think all they do is change the valves, because the carburetors are the same, the head gaskets are the same. I think they just changed the cylinder heads and the valves in the cylinder heads to make the engine a bigger horsepower. But so we got it cleaned. That's basically how that stuff works. I mean, it already, I could probably get up underneath here and spray it like upwards, and then use the water to spray that off, and then it would, but even what little bit I sprayed on the bottom of the starter, it pulled it off the bottom of the starter. I'll have to do, and I got another mower that's really filthy, and we'll probably do like a rejuvenational video on that one, and put this soap on that. You know, it'd probably be good at cleaning that oil that's on the concrete. That's probably a really bad idea, honestly, because this stuff's slicker than Dawn dish liquid when it's on something. So I'm probably going to slip and fall in that too. I don't make things easy on myself, I can tell you that much. Okay, I thought I was far enough away to take that breath. But that's what I use to get the oil off. It works a lot faster. That stuff won't. It does not pull the ink off of your stickers and all that jazz. It don't pull the. It don't do anything negative except. I don't know why the video may heard a noise. I don't know. It won't do anything negative except if you leave it on aluminum for too long, it will oxidize it. But you gotta leave it on there a long time. And if it has a film of oil over it, it takes a long time. So I spray it on the paint. I spray it on everything. It doesn't seem to hurt anything. If you leave it on paint for too long, it might fade the paint. But I can't see it. That's because of my issues. But other people have said that work with me and stuff, they're like, it might be doing that. I don't know if the mower, a lot of times they don't know if the mower was already faded out before I did that. So, but the next machine I'm going to work on is, yeah, you might see me fall, I'm telling you. Woo-hoo. This, not impressive. It's just a lawnmower. Nobody really cares about them, but if you need it, they're handy. But this is budget-friendly engine covers. I have found that if you try to tarp the entire machine and let it sit outside, tarp just holds the water on the machine just rots to the ground anyway, a whole lot faster than if you just let it alone. Because we had to put all this stuff on, everything, the governor rod was different from the original engine, so we had to pull, or different from the donor engine, so we had to pull the governor rod off this. I gotta feel it because I can't see it. Nope, that's choke. Oh, it's down in there. It's on, here it is. That, well, it shouldn't be that floppy. That's because the governor's not set. We'll set the governor, and I'm going to figure They're they're all different, but very close to the same, and close enough that you just, it's either one way or the other kind of thing. It's a 50-50 shot, and it's not really hard to figure out. So, but we'll do the governor adjustment on that. This might have to be addressed because that's not right. Yeah, we might have to fix this. But old Dooley over there is a Husky Verney. Let that dry, get all the water off, which I'll probably blow it off with a blower. And that way, when I get a good seeing eye person out here, they can look at it and say, hey, I see the oil coming out right there. Hopefully. Otherwise, I have to wait longer to be able to finish my job. But anyhow, and we got to put a belt on that little guy. But as far as the video goes, if I can talk, as far as this video goes, we're done. See y'all later.